course not, but I know I have to beat time when I learn music.
Aw, that accounts for it. He wouldn't stand beating. Now, if you only kept on good terms with him, he'd do almost anything you'd like with the clock. For instance, suppose it were 9 o'clock in the morning. Just time to begin lessons. You'd only have to whisper a hint of time, and round goes the clock in a twinkling. 1:30, time for dinner.
That would be grand, certainly, but then I shouldn't be hungry for it, you know?
Not at first, but you could keep it to 1:30 as long as you like.
Is that the way you manage?
Not I. We quarreled last March, just before he went mad, you know. It was at the great concert given by the Queen of Hearts, and I had to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Bat, How I Wonder Where You're At. You know that song, perhaps?
I've heard something like it.
It goes on, you know, in this way. Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle. Well, I hardly finished the first verse when the Queen jumped up and bawled out, "He's murdering the time! Off with his head!"
How dreadfully savage.
And ever since that, he won't do anything I ask. It's always 6 o'clock.
Is that the reason so many tea things are put out here?
Yes, that's it. It's always tea time. We have no time to wash the things between whiles.
Then you keep moving round, I suppose?
Exactly so. As the things just get used up.
But what happens when you come up to the beginning again? Suppose we change the subject. I'm tired of this. I bet the young lady tells a story. I'm afraid I don't know one.
Then the dormouse shall. Wake up, dormouse! I wasn't asleep. I had never what you fellows were saying.
Tell us a story. Yes, please do.
And be quick about it, or you will be asleep again before it's done. Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and their names were Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly. They lived at the bottom of a well.
What did they live on?
They lived on treacle.
They couldn't have done that, you know. They'd have been ill.
So they were. Very ill.
But why did they live at the bottom of a well?
Take some more tea.
I've had nothing yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take.
Sorry, keep going.
To take more than nothing.
Nobody asked your opinion.
Who's making personal remarks now?
Why did they live at the bottom of a well?
It was a treacle well.
There's no such thing!
Shush!
Shush!
Shush! If you can't be civil, you better finish the story for yourself.
No, please go on. I won't interrupt again. I dare say there may be one.
One indeed, and so these 3 little sisters, they were learning to draw, you know.
What did they draw?
Treacle. I want a clean cup. Let's move one place on.
Oh! But I don't understand. Where did they draw the treacle from?
You can draw water out of a water well, so I should think you can draw treacle out of a treacle well. Stupid?
But they were in the well.
Of course they were. Well in.
Huh?
They were learning to draw, and they draw all manner of things. Everything that began with an M.
Why then? Why not?
That begins with an M, such as mouse traps, and the moon, and memory, and muchness. You know, you say things are much of muchness. Did you ever see such a thing as drawing of muchness?
Really now, you ask me, I don't think.
Then you shouldn't talk.
Humph! At any rate, I'll never go there again. It's the stupidest tea party ever I was at my life. Very curious, but everything's curious today. I think I may as well go in at least once. Oh, door! Stop.